It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And for Oklahoma City, they've talked about the importance of starting fast, playing with energy right off the tip. Let's face it, no team likes to play catch-up if they can avoid it. We'll see how it works for them tonight. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bringing out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
And what ball?
The crystal.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oklahoma City, land of the Thunder, in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And featuring two of the best bigs in the league, Brent, how impactful is the center position now compared to the way it used to be?
Well, one of the things that I think people are still dealing with is just how divergently different the center position has become in the game. And to think that these guys, in what they're asked to do, has just as much importance of the Patrick Ewings, the Hakeem Olajuwons, the low post, big-time scorers back to the basket. The modern-day center, Kevin, isn't doing that. It's a roll to the basket, rim protection game, and there are some elite ones doing it now.
Wired a little bit differently than guys of the past.
They have to be. On top of that, some of the teams are even asking those players, obviously, to step out and shoot the three-point shot. So modern-day game, modern-day play.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Harden out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's Tucker in at the power forward.
Once Paul makes up his mind, he does not hesitate on that play and is developing his three-point game later in his career.
Now here's Westbrook. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. That one falls.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Here's Muscala. Here's Gallinari. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, he's had ankle troubles and knee surgeries. Last season, a gluteal tear. And over the course of his career, injuries seem to be more of a part of what Danilo Gallinari's story is about in the NBA. Hopefully, he'll find some health this year.
That free throw good from Gallinari. And Gallinari an efficient score if he can just, Brent, stay healthy.
Yeah, the optimism seems to be waning with regards to that. Over his 10-year career, he's played about half of the games, and you're paying him a pretty good sum of money. That's a tough pill to swallow if you're an owner, but as a fan, you root for him to be out there and have some success.
Gallinari hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Three-pointer. Gallinari with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Paul against Westbrook. Here's Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Over Westbrook and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Paul's got 5 points so far. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Muscala. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
That's right, Kevin. Now you see where the game changes from where it used to be. He said tonight they've got to get back. If that means giving up offensive rebounds, so be it. He thinks good transition defense is the biggest difference in their chance at winning. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Green kicks to Harden. It's good from long range.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now, here is Muscala. Back to Paul. To the right side. Muscala misses. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Shoots. Harden, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Gallinari against Green. Baseline try, and again it's Oklahoma City.
Gallinari is so hard to guard from the mid-range area because of his quick first step to the hoop, but you can't play too far off him or he'll do just that, burn you with the J.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Rockets, Kenneth Faried's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and Gordon subbed in for Gerald Green. Faried finds Capella. Gallinari against Gordon. Over Gallinari. No good. Shot missing. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. The Thunder last season assembling a big three of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony didn't mesh Brent like they had hoped. In your opinion, what went wrong?
Well, a bit of a down season in terms of the scoring for Melo, but reasons for that, just not as many opportunities and playing outside along the three-point line. The biggest damage last year was the Robertson injury. Felt like in December the OKC team started to find its stride, and Robertson going out of the lineup, there just wasn't enough of the depth on that roster to make up the difference for them defensively, and OKC never really seemed to find its footing or confidence again.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Schroeder, left side. Over Rivers. And it's Schroeder missing.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. 1:53 left in the first. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The Thunder leading by 4. Adams outside. Poked away. And the pass to Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line. And that one, good. Gallinari's got 6 points.
Solid shot from Gallo. He knows he has a mismatch down inside. Sinks the shot.
Gordon dishes to Rivers. 1:12 left in the first quarter. And the shot is long. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Rivers. Fires from the line, and it falls over the rim and in. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
To the inside. And that one's good. Schroeder.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Rivers against Schroeder. Rivers passes to Gordon. To shoot. And the rejection by Noel. Whoops, there's a 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter.
It's a good all-around effort by Austin Rivers. Good one-on-one defender on that possession, and developing his weak side recognition.
And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 8. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets, Kenneth Faried is out there with Chandler. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Gordon. And it's House in at the small forward.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Here's Felton after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. Noel with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Rivers against Felton. Gordon finds Faried, and it's Noel with the rebound.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And he makes the first. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender. goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning-quick point guard.
Now a timeout called by Houston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The Thunder leading by 10. Here's Roberson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Such a wide open look.
In this day and age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. On the wing, Harden is guarded by Schroeder.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
And the wide open shot from Paul, and it's off from three-point range. Westbrook passes to Harden. Back to Westbrook. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Schroeder against Harden. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A lot of high hopes for Schroeder when he signed his 4-year deal back in 2016. His development hasn't continued at a high level, at least high enough for some people to take notice. So shooting from a distance still an issue for the young point guard.
That's good from Schroeder. Well, with Schroeder, he just isn't consistent enough from three-point range as point guards need to be today.
Well, last season was just a shade under the 30% range. He's still a great scorer by slashing and going to the rim, but that's going to tire you out. Teams back off and make you prove it. We'll see if Dennis can find some consistency from that range to be more dangerous.
Now, here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Kicks it to Paul. Over Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And so here is Houston. It's a 14-point game. Right side, Green. The 3 from Harden.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Robertson. Capella against Noel. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Here's Westbrook. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
outside, and Muscala has it in the corner. Passes it to Roberson. 6 to shoot. With his first shot attempt, good as the jump shot falls. And the Thunder lead by 16. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not three, upper echelon
superstar
players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
Westbrook motoring through the maze of defenders right there, and the explosive finish.
Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in. Free throw good. James Harden.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Muscala hits the bucket.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Rockets trail by 12. Harden finds Westbrook. Beyond the arc. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Harden's got 9.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Pass to Roberson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You want to push Roberson further away from the basket. Inside, yeah, he's capable of scoring.
And here's Westbrook. He kicks it to Harden. From deep.
How about Chris Paul just in the right position, so smart on both ends of the floor.
And we finished one half of basketball. Thunder lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, cool finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter, it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
And I'm excited. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Danilo Gallinari was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, they're getting high percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Rockets trail by 11. We've got Paul. Steven Adams is out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Roberson in at the 2 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Rockets shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The first one falls. And both free throws good for James Harden. Here's Paul. The pass to Roberson. Gallinari in the corner. Pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Paul with the bucket.
For an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
On the wing, Harden. He's got 11. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring a lefty out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Harden hits them both. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program, it's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Here's Green. Steven Adams making his last shot. That one good for 2.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
Paul kicks to Muscala. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Open and close and nails it. Capella's got 6.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Capella, the pass to Tucker. To the inside. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Harden.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Look for Oklahoma City. Felton comes in for Muscala. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. The Thunder leading by 7. And Roberson kicks it over to Schroeder. Passes it to Gallinari. Oh, good on the triple.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Fareed. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's just a poor job by the defense to let the Manimal get the rebound. He's the last guy you want to get free under there.
Felton finds Gallinari. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Noel's checked in for Roberson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Schroeder against Rivers. Chandler with the block.
Chandler takes his defense seriously. That's what he gets paid for, utilizing his outstanding length to stifle shooters.
Now here's Felton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Good on the bucket, and the Thunder lead by 7. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Harden with it. Now Felton defending. Inside, they get a hand on it, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Rivers kicks to Fareed. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Gordon. Misses off the left iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. To the paint, and stolen by Gordon. Kicks it to Harden. Lets it go from deep. The Rockets with another miss.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Gordon inside. Gallinari covering. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Eric Gordon.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
Adams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. The Thunder have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Shots.
First one falls for.
Well, the Kiwi Adams, born in New Zealand, was the Thunder's first-round pick back in 2013. Steadily coming into his own now on the offensive end.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And he can't hit the second. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 6. And the rejection by Noel. The drive by Schroeder. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Schroeder's got 7 points in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
1:30 left in the third. With a mark, and it's finished off inside by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
The 175 pounds and lanky, Schroeder still has some strength, especially on those tough fitters.
Harden surveying the D, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Nothing discourages Schroeder when he's driving towards the rim, does not see things in his way, and he has no problem taking hits on the way.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And the first one drops. And the Thunder making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for Rivers. Schroeder hits them both. Rockets trail by 9. Outside Westbrook. Gordon against Schroeder. And Adams sends it down.
Well, Adams quick off his feet there with that size and length. Tough to shoot over.
Houston shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Paul's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Fareed. The Thunder leading by 6. There's the pass to Muscala. Got a piece of it. Westbrook with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. Westbrook's got 6.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And Gallinari kicks to Paul. To Muscala. So here's Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Here's Paul. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Green outside. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's now only a 1-point Thunder lead.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he can take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Thunder out in front. They're up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
These are the moments we talked about. You got to dig a little bit deeper on defense. Run out, let's go.
D'Antoni urging them on, Greg.
Well, a game that could go either way, Kevin. You've got to make the most of every opportunity.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. P.J. Tucker is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's Green. Passes to Westbrook. Over Paul. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Capella, the pass to Westbrook. Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, Westbrook keeping his options open on that possession, doesn't force the shot, and finds a man breaking free.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Roberson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. They get it again. Adams finds Robertson. Here's Muscala. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Thunder lead by 4. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Fareed's checked in for Capella. Now here's Westbrook. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So interesting with Russell Westbrook, never really touted or championed growing up, but if you go to UCLA, you have to be halfway decent, don't you, Kevin? 5'8" stick figure back in high school and came off the bench his freshman year at UCLA, and I just don't think anybody saw what was coming out of Russell Westbrook, but we're appreciating it now.
And you heard the story. Westbrook showed up for a basketball camp in Atlanta. His name wasn't on the list. He had to sit in the lobby for 4 hours before they let him in.
That story's hard to believe. Obviously not a blue chip recruit, and I don't think that Russell Westbrook ever thought about seeing himself in the NBA at any point, was just hoping to get a scholarship. And that second season at UCLA opened up some eyes about just how athletic and explosive he could be. Here we are today.
And Paul gets it to go in.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Green, no luck. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Inside, here's Roberson. Rebounded by Fareed.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Felton. Pass to Muscala. Back to Felton. Over Gordon. That's short off the rim.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, every night that I get a chance to be called to do a broadcast and sit here courtside, I appreciate it so much to be able to watch Russell Westbrook this close. The combination of his motor and incredible talent, it's an all-time sort of run he's on, and great to watch it.
checked in for Raymond Felton. And a switch here also for Houston. James Harden, he's checked in for Gordon. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said, they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
Thanks, David. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update on Clint Capella with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. He won't return for this game, and depending on the final prognosis, he may miss a number of games before making a return. I'll let you know more details as soon as I find them out. Kevin?
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Paul kicks to Muscala. Now the pass to Gallinari. Over Green. Great tee that time from Green.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Westbrook. Dishes it to Harden. A stupendous finish in traffic. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Back to Paul. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Throws up. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari in the corner. Muscala with the bounce pass. Here's Paul. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Westbrook passes to Fareed. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's Gallinari on the assist from Robertson. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And when the game is on the line, Gallo is the guy you want to have take those shots.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. Passes it to Fareed. To the wing right side. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. At one point, they led by 16. Inside, here's Robertson. Nails it!
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 4. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. For our Jordan player of the game, Steven Adams.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything. Despite getting hacked there and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by 1. Westbrook with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Yes!
And this is the thing about Westbrook. He wants to take the responsibility when it matters most.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 1. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
34 seconds left in the game. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 1. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Schroeder up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Clock at 4. Yes!
Nice to see a young player like Schroeder step up, show some confidence, and get a huge basket for his ball club. Energizes the entire team.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 1. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Challenge is to get that good look, preferably the guy with the hottest hand.
Here's Westbrook.
Yeah, you could see the defense break down, but credit the aggressive play of Westbrook for making that happen.
First free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Well, a familiar sight. Westbrook gets his way back to the free throw line. I mean, the way he attacks his opponent, they're going to be forced to foul him time and time again.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
The first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Well, there's no doubt he's known for defense and rebounding, but you have to admire the work Robertson has put in improving his shooting stroke.
No luck that time either. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.